And then DeSantis just came out because all these houses are getting people are squatting, taking over people's houses in New York. I'm sure you've seen that. Lady got arrested because she changed the locks on her own house. Someone's squatting in her house. She got into the house, kicked them out, changed the locks. They called the cops. They said they're tenants. They arrest her. Took her away in handcuffs because squatters were in her own house. And then there's this guy on TikTok that started making videos explaining to people what the laws are and how you can get into people's houses and how you can squat. And so it's a genuine problem because in Georgia, there's 1,000 houses right now that people are squatting in. That's a giant number of houses that squatters have just taken over these people's houses.
Are the people out of town?
Out of town, or it's a real estate holding. You know, maybe you're trying to sell it. Maybe it's your vacation house. Who knows? Maybe you're fixing it up. Who knows? But no one's living in it. They move in. They take over. They have it now.
Is that everywhere now?
It's a lot of states, but it's not Florida. In Florida, they're like, fuck you. Like DeSantis just had a little press conference yesterday about it. He's like, in Florida, that does not fly. You know, there's no way anyone's going to squat in your house in Florida, which is what people want to hear. You know, nobody wants their fucking – look, if you work really hard, you get a house and you have a second house, you can use it as a rental property or whatever. You're trying to make some money, and then someone takes over that, and the system works for them and not for you. There's a big difference between tenants and squatters, and if you can't make that differentiation, we got a real problem.
We got a big problem.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
Somebody's
going to get shot. That's it.
100%.
That's how this changes. This is how this always changes.
Yeah.
Some guy comes home. What the fuck are you 8 people doing here?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be. He don't know nothing. He's from Russia. He don't know nothing. He's an old fucking guy from Iran or something. He don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. You're in my house.
And they'll put him in jail.
But who'll shoot those 8 motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Something bad will happen, and that's how it changes, Joe.
The thing is, once people start going to jail for defending their own property, you've made a mess.
You made a mess.
You made a giant mess. And then the criminals are going to be aware of this, and they already are.
They already are. They're
So
2 steps ahead of you.
Yeah,
criminals.
they're 2 steps ahead. They know what the rules are, and they're going to get attorneys that are going to work with them, and they're going to steal your house.
So let me ask you this. You go on vacation with your wife. I move into your living room. You come back. You're just going to greet me with nice eyes and say,
I don't know how that works.
you're going to call 911. There's a squatter here. I got to get him out. He's going to come, go, no. How long have you been here? I don't know. We were in Europe. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what you're fucking telling me?
Well, I think some people can't physically do anything, right? Because they get in the house and there's men in there. Did you see about that lady in New York City? She went to clean out her mom's place, and there were squatters in there, and they killed her.
All right.
Yeah, they just caught these guys, young guys. They just, the same thing. They figured out there was no one in there. They broke in, changed the locks, whatever, fixed it, stayed there.
You know how this changes, brother.
Yeah.
It's always one guy that makes an example, makes a big, deep example, and then people go, well, I will think twice about doing that.
Well,
and even then.
It seems like the only way to really change is the law. It's just I don't